Hi, I'm Jeremy James. You're watching MediaPlex, live at 1. The town of LaSalle may soon be more accessible to residents thanks to a new agreement. Sonia Jacob has more.
Thanks, Jeremy. Windsor's transit service has reached an agreement at the administrative level with the town of LaSalle. The service would be based on a transit loop serviced by 2 buses from the Transit Windsor fleet. The costs incurred would be seamlessly integrated with the current transit system. Windsor expects to see an increase in revenues from the new LaSalle users as well as increased gas tax revenues. LaSalle's mayor sees the benefit of adding the service.
As a municipality that grows and that's primarily urban, it was something that we had to look at and something that eventually our council authorized in relation to going further with it and negotiating an agreement with Transit Windsor.
Windsor CAO says this will provide increased mobility in the region and will aid in economic development. Jeremy?
Thank you, Sonia. City bylaw officers are gearing up for an Uber sting. According to the agenda for tonight's council meeting, a consultant's report recommends regulating Uber. It will make the service separate and distinct from the taxicab industry. The city will require documentation from Uber to license the vehicles that operate in the city. It calls for background checks and proof of vehicle insurance and safety for each car and driver. Canada will legalize marijuana by July 1st, 2018, according to an exclusive report by the CBC. The Liberal government will design a new system of strict marijuana sales and distribution laws. MediaPlex reporter CC Dieng spoke with one woman who supports legalization.
Personally, I don't think legalizing marijuana is a bad thing, just because there's a lot of research that's been put into it now and there's a lot of beneficial factors to it. But unfortunately, it's just related to a lot of bad habits.
A man wanted for homicide out of Cumberland County, North Carolina, was arrested while trying to enter Canada. It happened on March 24th. According to the U.S. Customs and Border Protection website, officers arrested Jerome Jones on the Ambassador Bridge after Canadian Border Service officers refused him entry into Canada. CBP has linked Jones to a first-degree murder investigation. Jones was in a car bearing North Carolina license plates. CBP's website says he was accompanied by a female driver. He is currently in a Wayne County jail awaiting extradition. And now we turn to weather. It looks like we're in for a rainy day. Today will be cloudy with showers with a high of 15 degrees Celsius. The light rain will continue overnight with a high of 6 degrees. And tomorrow, expect some drizzles with a high of 12. And please don't forget your umbrellas. A Canadian documentary, What Lies Below, has screened on World Water Day at Lakeshore Cinema. You might be surprised to learn what's taking place beneath the waves. Vanny Jung has a story.
In celebration of World Water Day, the Detroit River Canadian cleanup bring What Lies Below to Lakeshore Cinemas. The documentary explores what local people are doing to ensure the future of Canada's water and the traditional fishery. It features Lawrence Gunser, who was registered blind as a child.
I wanted to do this film because I used to be a fisherman. I used to fish in the ocean with other fishermen, with lines, and we would catch fish and sell them. And then we caught all the fish, and there was none left. And I want to make sure that doesn't happen again.
We're working towards restoring healthy fish populations, and we're doing things like building fish spawning reefs for fish to come and lake sturgeon.
For MediaPlex News, I'm Vanny Zhang.
The University of Windsor will hold the second annual Project Syria benefit. They hope to raise $45,000 for Syrian refugees, according to its website. This year, Project Syria will support the Syrian families of 2 University of Windsor students. The gala is at the Serbian Center on Friday at 7. And thanks for tuning in. I'm Jeremy James, and you've been watching MediaPlex, live at 1.